Okay, so you've been at the ladies.
Yeah, them
Okay.
too.
So what's the temperature in St. Louis, man? How was it growing up there? You know what I'm saying, as a young skull?
As a young skull, it's everything that you hear about St. Louis.
What you hear?
Everything, as far as with the robberies to the prostitutions to the dealings and that's not what I'm, I ain't
Promoting
glorifying
it.
it.
Yeah.
I'm not glorifying it, but that's just what it is.
You know, I always just ask a question because I always try to get into people's like mind and see how they actually grew up. You know what I'm saying? What they had going on. So what was it like growing up for you as a young kid? Like what things that you saw in the hood like that you was like, man, I got to get up out of here.
Man, see, like I'm from Baden, right? So, it wasn't no real limits on what I didn't see.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was just everything. I just saw it all, did it all, and trying to switch it up.
Right. So being from St. Louis, I know one thing. I mean, the last biggest thing that put St. Louis on the map was the Mike Brown Ferguson situation. How is it out there? Is it really like that where police just messing with y'all and?
Yeah. It's really that. They killing for nothing. You act if they think you got something, they gonna kill you, and that's just how they is. So it's like you gotta be real careful, like when you out there.
And that's all the police officers, like.
Man, they, to me, I say all of them. Goddamn. You know what I'm saying? But, people be different. But, yeah, all of them like that.
So how's the love on the music scene? What's the music scene like? I know one thing I do know about St. Louis, that coming from St. Louis, you really, really rep. And we, like, St. Louis folks have a lot of pride. Like, has that changed? Or is it still, like, so St. Louis? Or is it, like, a lot of people kind of, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just picking their own sound with the music scene now.
It's like St. Louis is still St. Louis. It's a whole lot of artists there. It's a whole lot of talent. Like, it's everywhere. Talent is everywhere. It's so dope. And yeah, it's still St. Louis, but we still try to reach out and deal with different people. So, yeah.
Well, I definitely got to salute you for even just coming out here, coming to Atlanta, and, you know what I'm saying, working your move, working your one, two. Because a lot of cats I know, like, you know what I'm saying, even going back, me being from there, and I don't get a chance to go back. I've been gone for 14 years. So me going back and just, like, telling them, like, yo, y'all got to get up out of here. Y'all got to travel and see something different. Because sometimes if you get stuck somewhere, and I think that's in any hood. There's cats on the west side that ain't never been to a compound before. You know what I'm saying? And back in the day, I done took some of them cats from the west side of Atlanta and took them to the compound for the first time or some of these big clubs. So it's really just about spreading your wings and seeing something different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what that is. That's exactly what it is. But it's like if you get stuck, then you stuck.
Right.
You just can't be stuck.
Right. Here you talking about. So what's the club scene like?
Like as far as what? Like,
I mean, is it popping? I mean, what?
Yeah. Like we all going crazy. We going crazy everywhere. Every club be popping. Every club play my my records and everything else. And it is what it is. So Fast Money Score.
So what time you got to leave the club? You said St. Louis is dangerous. What time you got to leave the club? Do you leave the club early before everybody let out, or you wait till after the let out?
Nah, see, I definitely leave before let out. I got to go at least 2 hours before, like I'm in and out like a robbery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you talking about?
Yeah.
All right, better that. Let everybody know ATL. What's your Instagram one more time?
Scoguala, SCO_GWALLA.
And you got a mixtape out or anything or what?
I'm actually working on a tape, Bird Season. Yeah, we on the way.